Hello everyone, this is my first ever attempt at a video. I certainly didn't get up this morning thinking that I was going to do it, but what I did want to do is just show everybody my favourite Martha Stewart Star Punch. It's an around the page one, which means that you can take the top completely off from the bottom, separate them and basically punch wherever you want to. It's magnetic. Don't you love that? As long as you connect the two corners where you've got the little chopped out part together, it'll work really well. I was just going to do some still photos, but I thought, why not? A quick Christmas card. I thought at the wrong end of the season, but this will be okay. It'll do me for next year's stash. I've cut 2 pieces of cardstock from my Glitz papers that I also bought from Scrap Friends. Love these papers. Have used them heaps and heaps and heaps. One for underneath the other one, so the yellow one here is slightly smaller, the red one's slightly larger. All I'm going to do is randomly punch out 3 somewhere in here, wherever I fancy. So yep, there we are. I use this all the time, old photocopy paper. It's wonderful for saving your worktop benches and all the rest of it. I'm going to just sand up the edges a little bit. Love my sanding, love my sandpaper. Find it's easier and cheaper than anything else. Cut it up into little squares. Make sure you've got some finer grade and some coarser grade, and you can use it for whatever you want to. That's better. And the stars, I think. Bit and this bit. Thought they were quite nice Christmassy colours, really. Yeah, that works for me. I always stick on with a glue stick. I don't use tape anymore. I can't be bothered with it. It just doesn't work for me. This stuff, easy, cheap, and not only that, you can move it a little bit when you put it on. Check my cards opening the right way. Wonder if any of us have not made that mistake before. I know I have numerous times. So that's on. Just go around the edges with this one or wherever. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be too fussy. That's a great thing about glue sticks too. Oops daisy. I know I want my sentiment down in the bottom left corner. Don't know much else, but so I'll leave that one clear. Here we are. Now isn't that a quick, easy, simple card? Just about finished already. Now I've got thickers here somewhere. Good old American Crafts. So I'll pop those on first because I know I want Mary down in this corner. I really like the sentiment Mary. Don't know why. It doesn't really mean anything, does it? I'll start with my Y and work backwards because I do know where I want to finish my word. So this works quite well as long as you can spell backwards. I have been known with a long word to actually write it down and then cross the letters off as I go. But I think I can manage Mary. Well, I wonder if they've got one of those little, no they haven't. Sometimes they have little stars in these packs and they're really quite nice. Oh, what about this one? Should I put that one on? What do you think? I think so. That looks really neat. That's cool. What about 2? Yep, even better. Oh, that's pretty. That's what I like about card making and scrapbooking and paper crafts. You can just let your imagination flow. Okay, so I showed you how to stamp in the middle. That's the beauty of this one, but of course you can just use it for any old stamping out star shapes when you want them. But what I'm going to do, and I'm sure most of you know how to do this, but you know, maybe you don't. I've cut out the shape. Now I'm going to cut out around the shape. It's really easy because the shape is my guide. Don't have to be super fussy. Down there, don't you? That way, so that we're leading into the Mary. I think so. Now, I know a lot of people use glossy accents for doing little fine bits like this, but I actually like my Stampin' Up! Two-way glue stick. And I'm not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm a scrap prints demonstrator, sort of. Writer, whatever. Peep. But, you know, if something works and you like it, pass on the love, I say. Because we're all about scrapping and enjoying it. Yeah, that's cool. And then I'll do this one the same. But no, this glue stick is quite fine. Dries clear. You don't have to be terribly precise, which is one of my major requirements with scrapping, I think. What side or that side? Oh, no, that side. Oops. Whereas I find sometimes the glossy accents, they squeeze out the bottom and then you get little shiny bits. So even though I'm fairly flexible with my scrapping, I do like it to look okay. Alright, just something else I think. Some sparkles, that's what we need. A few diamantes, we'll finish it off nicely. Oh, what about my favourite little pearl drops? Oh yes, how about some magic pearls? I have this gorgeous little cage that Mitra, my scrappy friend, made me, and it holds my liquid pearls, sorry. Gold? I don't know. No, that's too bright. Bronze? No, too dull. Brown? Not bad. Brown, gold. There we are. Those three look nice, don't they? I love this stuff. You would know that if you've looked at my blog very much. Okay, thank you Mitra. I love my little bird cagey thingy, whatever it is. And just, here we go, random again. I think it shows off the ways that you can use your Martha Stewart punch. What do they call it? I can't remember. I'm not very good with words. I just talk a lot. Anyway, it shows off how you can use this punch really well. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks for looking.